Yo, Detroit and around the world, are you ready to turn up the volume? Introducing Roadworks Records, the podcast from Detroit, the podcast with grit. Your new go-to for real talk on everything entertainment, from Detroit's gritty streets to the global scene. Yeah, hosted by me. You know who I am, T-Money Green, that brought you the bass to Death Row Records back in the heyday. And I got three of the smartest ladies with me. Jen Shagner, our Jen with the juice. We got Gail Suhu, and we got Jackie Wallace. Listen, our show is raw, unfiltered, and it's packed with the hottest trends, artist drops, and the inside stories you won't want to miss. So listen, tune in to Roadwork Records, the podcast. It's where Detroit grit meets the world stage. Don't miss out. Check us out. Roadwork Records on Facebook for more details. Streaming everywhere. Be there.
Be there.
Be there.
Or be square.
There,
Be
I like that.
Hey, guys.
Be there.
Be there.
Hello,
See, we can
everybody.
turn that into a beat.
Yeah,
Be there.
Be
Be-
Oh, there you
Jen,
go.
you really want to be a beat maker, don't
I
you?
do. I got
What
some
kind of
sick
beats would
shit
you
going
make?
on.
You do?
Oh, all sorts. I
you-
love all
you-
kinds
so
of
wait,
music.
are you a
so-
musician, though?
Huh?
Are you a musician?
Oh, God, no.
No.
She's
Just a beat
she's
maker.
She was
excellent
a damn
audience.
great waitress. I know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can make a mean drink.
Okay, well, do a little
Bring your
impromptu
food.
beat right now. What would you do?
Oh, God, no.
Come
I
on.
can't. I know. I actually need
Freelance
like,
for
shit.
us.
You know what I mean?
Is it called
Don't be
freelance?
scared. Yeah, it's free,
Yeah.
Okay,
freestyle.
freestyle.
freestyle?
Come
No,
on.
I don't
Beat
even
on
know.
the table.
Beat on the table. No, I got this whole thing in my head about this. Who'd you make this beat for? And like manipulating that and playing with that. And that's
Okay,
what's
so what does
going
it
on in
sound
my
like?
head. I don't know yet because I don't have
Oh,
any of the
okay.
equipment to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I can play with it yet. But I just feel like it's a
Well,
a
that
good
shit.
hook.
coming.
Next
It's a
week.
good hook.
Next week we want to hear a beat.
Yeah,
from
Okay,
Jen.
so
I'll
work
figure
work
out how
on
to
it.
do that. I've been looking. I just don't know how to do it. You know, I don't know.
Garage
Go on
Band your
YouTube.
phone.
Okay, got it.
Oh, is that all you do?
Yeah.
Is that what you do, T?
No.
No.
I
Okay.
I just sift through 1,500 songs.
Yeah.
It's already done.
Okay, so wait, let's talk about last weekend. Let's talk about Sunday show,
what'd you
Roadwork
do?
Crew headlining the Magic Bag. You guys,
Yes.
that was a killer
I thought it was
set,
nice.
killer show, and the whole lineup was amazing.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, a Sunday night, I was a little like Sunday night, Lions are playing. I don't know, is anybody going to come
I
out?
know, right?
It wasn't even promoted that
All right, that
good,
hard
you
either,
know.
right?
Like you guys kind of started late with the promotions,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you guys had an amazing crowd. That place was full.
They said they never had that many walk-ins on a Sunday.
Yeah, I was.
You guys always
away.
slay. Always.
I mean,
And
I
the-
tell you what, the John Paul, he put on an excellent show.
Thank
And
you.
Emily, when
Emily.
I listen to Emily and them,
Yeah.
they always do great.
Oh
with
my
the,
gosh, the
with
whole
the
lineup.
fusion type.
Yeah.
So Emily wants to take the three of us and do a few different things.
Oh, that would be
as a package.
so
Yeah,
cool.
as a package. it'd
Well,
be
the
good.
venue loved it.
Yeah,
the
so we're
venue
gonna go
loved
down
it.
to Loving, down the street to Love and Touch, see what they talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we can go there.
I do have to say this. This
Okay.
is so interesting to me, watching you guys, and knowing you guys for as long as I've known you.
Right.
Gail, there's like a whole different personality. You did not look like a doctor out there. I said to John, my husband, he was blown away at how good. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen you guys.
Right.
And I said, I think Gail is like channeling Tupac or something, because she comes out, you're dancing, but you've got this like badass look on your face. Like, I'm going to play this flute in your face.
She's gonna
your
strangle
ass.
you with her braid.
Oh my God. And then T,
Flute in your face.
you
and
come out
bass in
and,
your
and
face.
you two together were like, we own this place.
Yeah.
Like, we own it.
Yeah, I had to come out like that because I was the nervousness makes me.
I just don't believe you're nervous.
I get nervous every show.
That'll help with the
Every
nerves
Yeah.
too.
show.
Really?
Every
For as
show,
long
yeah.
as you've been doing this, for everybody you've
50
toured
years,
with,
it don't matter.
you sit in a room and talk business with Snoop, and you get nervous playing a show in
Yeah.
Detroit still.
Yeah.
That's
And that's because,
wild.
well, I want it to be good. And when you want it to be good, you will be nervous because anything could, I could pop a string right in the middle of pulling.
But even if you popped a string, you've been doing it so long, you would know how to, you could just
Work around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd work through it.
That wouldn't work.
See, you got but do you have the same kind of nerves like you had when you were with Snoop and you were doing like the spring break shit in front of all those people on MTV? Are you as nervous at those shows as you are at like the Magic Bag?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it don't matter. It's just the nerves are there.
So okay.
What about you, Doc?
No,
not
I don't
as
see the
much.
nerves bothering her at all.
Not
no,
so
she didn't
much.
look nervous. She looked like she was just going to beat
She always
somebody's
looks
ass.
She
gangster.
keep,
Yeah, she looked gangster.
She keeps me, wanting to do, you can't quit yet. And I'm like,
Oh, and you could tell she loved it.
yeah, that's
Just
what I'm
loved
saying.
it. Well, you guys it was a great set. The band is just phenomenal. And I love the Aaron and Colorblind, the rap and
that thing
the
is
songs.
that works,
Oh
don't
my
it?
God.
Yeah. Aaron is great.
Yeah.
Colorblind is great.
Everybody is.
And then they feel it, as musicians playing together. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You get a lot of musicians just playing,
Right.
but when you play together.
Yeah.
And then we weren't loud. See, so the sound man was able to push us, whereas the other group was a little too loud. He couldn't really push it all,
Yeah.
You got to watch all those little things like that.
Yeah.
If you want to do a good show, that's where I'm
Oh,
coming
it was outstanding.
from. Yeah.
That
So
was great.
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
Road work
it's good.
crew.
Yeah.
I'll be there next time.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you
Okay.
missed it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well-
she was on sick leave.
Yep.
Gail was really sick that night.
I know.
And I was surprised that she did play a good show there.
Yeah. No, you guys did great.
I
It was a
tried.
great show.
But
Thank you.
Great show.
I was calling her. She was in the room, and I'm like, Gail. And she was looking at me like she had just caught me messing around with some girls or something.
Oh, well, she had that look on stage, though, too.
Yeah.
She had that same look. It was a Gail Dog. We're going to call her Gail Dog when she's
Oh,
on
gosh.
stage.
Gail
That's
Dog.
your alter ego.
Not flute doctor anymore. It's
No,
Gail dog.
It's
Oh,
Gail
yeah.
Dog.
Gail Dog, the flute doctor. There you go.
All
Yeah.
right.
Longer.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. So we looking to do that show with the same three a few times.
That would be cool.
That John Paul is a monster.
John Paul's got a big, exciting
I love
announcement coming up.
Oh, he
this
does. He
week.
always got a big announcement
He's
coming up.
always
I'm dying to say it. Can I say it?
He could. Just
He'll
don't
kill
tell
me.
him. Oh,
Well,
he
yeah, but you're his mom. I
Yeah.
mean,
He can't
He's
kill
gonna be
his
like,
mom.
we didn't announce it yet. Why'd you say something?
We.
Well, huh?
Is
No.
it- No.
Oh God, no. No.
He's having a baby?
No. Don't. That's
I know that
would
would
not
really
be very
I
exciting.
know.
That's
Oh,
not something I would announce.
But you love Vinny.
I do love Vinny. I really do. I'll be happy when they do that. But no, it's music related. I should let him announce it. First.
yeah, you don't.
I better
wanna-
wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
wait.
we'll talk about it
Oh,
next time.
John Paul.
I think they're announcing.
Could it be a
this
new
week.
drop? It could be
No.
a collaboration.
No,
I
no.
mean, it could be a video.
No. It's a big opportunity gig.
Oh shit, he's gonna leave me.
John,
No.
I want to be on the list, please. Thank you.
All right, don't leave us.
Yep,
Sean.
we need to be on the list, sir.
So
Mhm.
anyway, okay.
All right.
So back to business.
See,
Hey,
I
we're
couldn't get
gonna-
on my son's list for tonight.
Oh, where's it playing with the Dramatics?
Yeah.
Where at?
That's right.
Where are they? Motor City?
No, they're at the Opera House.
Oh
Mhm.
wow,
Oh,
really?
That's very
Oh,
schmoozy.
cool.
Can't go
Why?
because I'm not on the list.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh,
The
geez.
promoter did not want anybody who wasn't working on the list. So,
Jeez, oh Pete.
You've seen that.
Well,
damn-
he
I,
sounds
I
like
brought
a
him into this world.
Great guy.
You've seen that show 12 times already.
Yeah.
no, about 4 or 5.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna change.
Okay.
Um,
I think we're gonna listen to one of your songs to you out of the
Let's do
vault.
what's dramatics. Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
I
play
think we
something.
should.
I'm anxious to see what he played this
What's
time.
it gonna be? Is
Yeah.
it gonna be
Man, I'm
something
so-
run? Is it gonna be
Mm.
Oh.
Sometimes I feel like throw my hands up in the air. I know I can't count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you've got the love I need to see me through. Sometimes it seems the going is just too rough. And things go wrong no matter what I do. Now and then I feel like life is just too much. But you've got the love I
That's okay. What song was that?
I'll tell you about that song.
Yeah.
That was a stolen song of mine that a group did overseas, and Davis put it on the list to show me what it sounded like. Because so it was originally While He Was Alone, but they called it something else, and I was liking that.
Dr. Packer, You Got the Love.
Yeah, You Got the Love. That's pretty.
That's what somebody else called it.
Yeah, it's funny how they just take your music and put some new stuff on it.
So
That's why you got to
did-
make your own beats.
Well, how did they find it?
Well, you go through, you find in records,
No,
Um,
like how did Davis find that another band
Oh,
took the music?
I don't know. Davis is on. I mean, he's like Sherlock Holmes with that. These catches.
So what do you do about that?
Well, you try to go after him, but what I would do is this is why I did the deal in England.
Mhm.
I'll give them permission to do certain songs.
So you know where it's at and what's happening.
and then what happens, because they got permission, they go and attack all the other people that don't have permission and say you got to stop playing it.
Oh wow.
So that's been working in my favor.
Okay, that's good.
I like that.
That's got to be so hard to control, especially with as much music as you have
I
out
know,
there.
Yeah, but you got to look at it this way. I'm just glad it's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but the people, like I said, in England, if it's a song that they got, they're more than glad. They're gonna stop you from playing it for nothing,
Wow.
and they can do it because they have permission.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I know it's crazy, but
That
hey,
is
that's
crazy.
how
It just
go.
blows my mind that people steal shit like that and think
Right.
that they're not going to get away with it.
Right.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
that
think
they-
about
that
how many
they're going to
people-
get away with
They
it.
often
Yeah.
do get away.
Right,
with
I was
it
just
gonna
because
say,
you don't
think-
have the resources
Right.
to track
Fight
them
it.
down and fight
Mhm.
it and all that other
Yeah.
stuff. But in
Yeah.
a way, it's like, what is it? The word I'm trying to find when somebody wants to do what you've done. It's
Like a compliment.
Yeah,
it's flattery.
Sort of
it's
flattery.
a complimentary
Yeah.
livery.
It's
But
like
it- but-
it's like the bitch slap of flattery. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like, I really, really love your shit. I
Slap.
appreciate how hard you work to make it. And thank you.
And I'm going to take it
Yeah.
and make some money
I'm
on
gonna
it.
take
Yeah.
it, just change
Yeah.
it just a little bit.
Which
But I
is
like
the
it.
flattery is fine if they tag you and acknowledge that it's your music.
Right.
you
Yeah,
know?
that was a hit song. The music from Fire Special. That
Okay.
song we stayed at like number 1 and number 2 for a long time.
Now,
You
did
know.
and you produced that?
Yeah,
Did you write it?
I wrote it and I arranged it.
You
on
did.
everything.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Ryan Banks was considered the producer.
Okay. Okay.
But Ryan be like, okay, right about now, we're gonna go around to the down round. And then everybody would look at me and I say, go to the change. You're like, oh, okay. What is go down to the down round?
Yeah.
He wasn't really a great producer.
That sounds
He
like
knew what he meant,
that's like
though.
a Michigan left turn.
Yeah, right. Go round to the down round.
Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. People, the musicians be puzzled like I don't know what. Then I say go to the change.
Mm.
But yeah, that was a great. I'm glad he put that on there because I keep forgetting that was done, and I'm gonna listen to it a little bit more
Yeah.
now that he did it.
Yeah. Do you ever? I mean, you have 2,000 songs in the vault,
Yeah.
so I can't imagine that you can remember what's
No,
even in there.
nope. But when I hear it, I immediately can flash back to the day it
You
happened. and shit.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and that's what's really crazy.
Mhm.
I can actually,
That's the power of music, right?
is,
Isn't
yeah,
it supposed to do that
yeah.
for the listeners?
Hey, I tell you what though, that Davis know every song I can do. Name this song in one note, and he knows them.
I love
Wow.
that.
I'm like, damn, you've been really studying. And that's what I really want.
Yeah.
You would want your kids to follow up on what you were doing and stuff later.
Oh, my kids have no interest in what I'm doing. None.
Well,
I care
neither.
less.
damn.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's happening now, and he can go for it when the time comes. He'll be able to go for it. I like his involvement
Yeah,
in
that's
my
good.
music these
Yeah.
days. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Mhm. It is a good thing.
Even though I don't
Another song.
trust a lot.
We could do the gin and
Yay.
juice now.
Yeah, we're
Gin
gonna
and
do
juice.
Gin and
It's
juice.
a time.
Well, it's that time.
It must be that time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on now.
Well done.
There's that attitude coming out.
I want to see some photos of her.
Just bounce to this. Everybody in the house smoking ounce to this.
Better. I can't
With
get
my
better.
mind on my money and my money on my mind. my
I
mind,
love
my
this
money, and my money on my mind.
Here we go, Doc.
Lay back,
I mean, for the
my
photo,
mind,
you
my
know what I'm
money, and
saying?
my money on
Yeah.
my mind.
If you're gonna go deep, go big. You gotta go capital P. There you go. Oh, I'm dying right
With
now.
my mind on my money and my money on my mind. With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard be a color, be a lion D. But I somehow, some way keep coming up a funky
All
old
right,
tracks
we
like
got
every
Jen
single
with the
day.
juice.
May I
You know
kick a
you
little
do.
something for
Jen
the
got all the
juice.
juice.
Okay, is this
Make it
colorblind?
fly,
Yeah.
That's rapping?
Yeah.
Wow, that does sound just like Snoop.
I know, right? And
He
that
really
was the
does.
key. I'll tell you about that. That was
Okay.
the whole.
Man,
purpose.
is that good?
Well, we got Jen with the juice there.
We
Jen
do.
with the
Here I
juice.
am.
What we got?
Any
Jen?
Someone with
juice
the
this week?
Oh my gosh, there is so much juice this week.
Damn.
So, you know, I told you we're always going to start off with Diddy's dumbass, right?
Yes.
Because he's
Diddy's
just
dumbass.
so much. I
That's
mean,
a whole nother segment.
pages. I know.
Yeah.
DDA
But-
report.
I know. It's so ridiculous.
I like that.
But there's been a new little series that has come out that TMZ's been producing.
Yeah.
And one of the latest ones is the Inside the Freak Off. And so that was beyond interesting to watch because there are people that are coming forward. This Tania Wallace,
Yeah.
she is one of the big interviews on this, and she's talking about she was very aloof, but she did discuss the fact that there was very famous people there, and she said that there was one rapper that we would all know without any problem that is usually wears one earring,
Mhm.
but at this party
Yeah,
had
two.
in two and was not dressed like he would normally be dressed. And so this particular person was involved with other adults in kind of like a human shield to cover these. And Tania called them little people. So they did
Yeah, they had some
clarify.
kids.
Is that
yeah.
kids?
They
Yeah.
clarified. They were like, are you talking about actual like adults that are little people, or are you talking about children? And she was very careful.
Yeah.
She explained that it was little people, and little people shouldn't be at a grown folks party.
Oh, so
Right.
it's kids.
Yeah.
So she
Mm.
was, and she
Mhm.
didn't want.
They said
You
they,
know-
had, they had lipstick on the kids.
Yeah, Harajuku girls. They were all dressed up as little Harajuku girls.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
So who's the rapper? Who wears one?
She
They
wouldn't
who
wouldn't
wears
say.
say.
She
Oh.
wouldn't say, but she just was like, the look that she was giving as she was explaining it was just like, oh God.
Busta Rhymes.
I mean, could it be Usher? I mean,
Yeah.
so many, you know what I mean? But she said when they got there, so she is claiming to be a singer-songwriter. I don't know. Honestly, I thought, no offense, I thought she was a whore, but
Yeah.
she was brought to this party by a Saudi prince, and they took the cell phones immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
This girl knew not to like have a beverage or anything like that, but she also did say it was 7 a.m. Everybody was naked, eating breakfast and shit,
Oh my god.
waiting for Diddy to
Wait,
get
so
there.
where was this? Was it?
I think
in
this
the
was one
US?
of the. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it was
uh-huh.
in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. So he, when he finally got to the party and kind of made his whole like rounds to everybody,
Mhm.
then he went and sat down on a sofa outside and started pleasuring himself so that everyone at the party could see him.
This is just not real.
He's
This
nasty.
just does not sound real.
I
like
mean-
this is what a billionaire does.
And he thinks he's gonna get away with
Fucked
it.
up.
And like, so they talked to Ray J too, who we all know from
Yeah.
the famous
Yeah.
Kim K situation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that sex tape, everything, you would think that Ray J would be like instrumental in these freak offs.
Right.
He is claiming he's going Switzerland. He's saying, nope, never been invited,
Yeah.
never been
Mm.
involved,
He got
don't
his
want to
own- He
be.
got his own sex tapes.
Yeah. So he's staying away from it. And same with Stevie J. He was there
He's
for
guilty.
the raids and stuff
He's
like that.
guilty as hell.
I mean, come on. You're really gonna tell people you had no idea this shit was going on?
Stevie J is
Wow.
nasty.
Yeah, and you basically
Wow.
lived there. So
Yeah.
how, I mean, you were there for the raid.
Right. Yeah.
You know what's going on.
Right,
You know what's
right.
going on.
Yeah. Stevie
So-
J is nasty.
He is. And now there's a member of Danity Kane. Remember that whole situation when Diddy did that reality, like
Oh,
making a girl band back
oh
in the day?
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that was Danity Kane. Well, there's a new member of Danity Kane. Her name is Dawn Richard. She is coming forward saying that, you know, there was a lot of sexual shenanigans, there was a lot of abuse, drugging, backing up all the claims that have already been made. And she is like now backing up Audrey O'Day. Audrey O'Day has been saying this forever.
Yeah.
I mean, forever. She's one of the first people that, you know, different news sources were interviewing when all this stuff came out, because she's like, I told you so. I've been telling you
Wow.
this forever.
Wow.
Wow.
So now she's got somebody else on the bandwagon. The minor situation that they were talking about, they so far, the youngest person, 9 years old.
Okay, so who's the parent of the 9-year-old?
Yeah. Well,
They're
Like,
yeah.
like who sends their 9-year-old to P. Diddy's
So,
house?
From what I've been reading now, these are kids that have wanted into
Runaways,
the business.
or-
No, wanted into the business.
Okay.
So there was
So
one
it kind
in
of got
particular-
handed over.
Yes.
Wow.
And sometimes the parents were around, but not right there.
Mhm.
And I know there was one situation I was reading about where the kid showed up, he met Diddy, and Diddy basically drugged him and explained to him, like, if you want to go far in this industry, you're going to have to do some things you might not want to do. And
Nasty.
so that's, yeah.
Well, and it's kind of like the
Nasty.
Weinstein. Is that
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
that his
Harvey,
name?
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah,
Weinstein.
Weinstein,
Yeah.
So there's a 9-year-old that he was claiming. Another
Wow.
person was claiming that he was gang raped when he was 17.
Oh my
There was a
God.
16-year-old that said that he was drugged and taken advantage of at one of the white parties.
So are most of these guys boys?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Wow, really?
Yep. So Bieber was what, 16? Usher was 13.
Has he said anything?
No,
He hasn't said anything.
He is
right?
really, I mean, he just
He's
had a baby
emotional.
not that long
His
ago.
emotional side of him shows that he's been through.
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just
Mhm.
too quiet and just too scarred. Like you
Yeah.
can see
That's so sad.
in his
Yeah.
eyes, like he's
Uh,
been through some shit. That
Puff Daddy
kid.
did him personally.
Yeah, somebody touched his pee-pee. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Ugh.
I know.
That's
he might
sad.
be
So,
alone.
I mean, it's just not cool.
Mm.
So, I mean, so that now there's over 120 civil cases
Oh my
and counting, and
gosh.
25 of those cases involve minors.
Wow.
So that's, I mean,
Jeez.
it's really a lot. So, and even the guy that remember back in the day in 1999, the shooting that Diddy was involved with,
Yes.
J-Lo,
Yeah,
the
with
New
J-Lo,
York
yeah.
nightclub.
Yep.
So
Yeah, he came too.
yeah, well,
Oh, he did?
Moses Shine Barrow is
Yeah.
his name, and he's now coming out saying that Diddy orchestrated the whole.
Yeah, he took
like,
a fall
yeah,
for Diddy. He took the fall.
Really?
Mhm.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Mm.
there, you know,
Probably offered him some money.
I'm sure he did. He did like what, almost 7 years. I think he was sentenced
Yeah,
to like
that's
10.
a long time.
That's a long ass time.
Wow.
Which then just leads you naturally to think, what did J-Lo get out of this? Because
Right.
she knew what happened. She was there.
Yeah.
And just the way that her life is, how easy everything is for this bitch. Come on. He's got to be bankrolling her
Yeah, she
in
got
some
some
effect.
She's
you
in the
think
mess.
so?
Yeah, I
she's
do.
in the mess. She's in
I
it.
don't know.
She's
I
in
mean,
the mix.
She knows how to play the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
In the mix and in the
Mhm.
mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
she knows how to play the game. So there's still so much more with Diddy. I mean, I could go on for days and days and days. His trial's coming up. It's on May 5th. So
He's got to sit in jail all that time.
at the Metropolitan
And then
Detention
after that.
Center. Yeah. But he's also, they're trying to get him out and they're trying to do other bond hearings and stuff. But they're saying that there's enough evidence, the prosecutors, to prove that he is still trying to intimidate victims and fuck with the jury selection.
Yeah.
And he's using his family to do it. They're using the telephone calls, all the recordings from his telephone calls, and he's still trying to manipulate everything. So
Wow.
I
Yeah.
don't really anticipate him getting out.
No, me
I don't
neither.
know.
That's what
I
he
think
gets.
he's. Do you think he's going to end up getting hurt in jail?
I think
Uh,
he's going to have a boyfriend. I think something's going to hurt in jail.
Oh.
But I think he's going to like it. As
No,
long as
because
they got-
usually like what's his name? Nasser? Is that his name?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Larry
yeah.
Like he
Nassar.
got stabbed.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, he got it viciously attacked.
yeah.
Yeah.
He might probably,
Mhm.
Because
probably do
he
it too.
was messing with children.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Anybody
so
that
is
messes
Diddy.
with children.
Right.
they're
That's
not
why I'm
gonna-
wondering.
Diddy's
Wow.
messing with everybody.
I'm wondering if he's gonna,
He might.
you know,
Suge Knight said he's gonna get hurt.
Suge Knight.
Said,
And you
But
don't know whether
he's
to
been
take
there a
that
long
as like,
time.
yeah.
He's been in jail a long time.
No,
Yeah,
you're talking about
Chef.
Puff.
Oh, he's saying that.
He said
Yeah.
Puffy gonna get hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I don't
yeah.
know that he's going to be around for the trial.
Right, yeah.
You
no
know?
It's
shit.
gonna be tough to say.
Well, they got to keep them isolated like they're doing.
Yeah.
But wow, I know that's got to be really, when you had all of this,
I know.
and now you sitting in a cage.
I know. Yeah.
And he's got
it's
he's got a lot of money.
It's just mind blowing. Does he still have the money?
Well, he's got money, but he's needing to
Shelling it
spend
out.
the money. I mean,
Mhm.
even Ray J mentioned that there have been a lot of people coming forward in regards to protecting their name and reputation.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm assuming that he is still orchestrating things from behind bars and still trying to buy his people's silence and buy their stories.
I'm glad he needs to go to jail.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons that Aubrey O'Day never signed any contract with him, because she's like, he wants my truth. Like, there's not even any amount of money that can be worth my story and my truth.
Right.
Wow, good for her.
You know,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Gosh.
So
All right, Jen.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people-
That was some juice
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
If
juice.
he's
I
doing
know.
that behind bars,
Right.
that's why they
Can you
won't even let him
imagine?
out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's the Diddy stuff, and I know our guests are here too, but there's a lot more to talk about. So
Well,
We
that's
got-
why we got the juice every week.
Exactly.
Every week we bring the
Exactly.
juice.
I'd
We
have
got-
to put off some juice to next time.
yeah, T, you can enroll and get a degree in hip hop now. So
You can?
yeah,
Oh, yes, I heard about that.
Mhm.
Where at?
at Johns Hopkins University.
Where is that?
That's in
Minneapolis?
East Coast
Oh,
somewhere.
East Coast.
Yeah. But yeah, you can get it's a Bachelor of Music and Hip Hop from the Peabody Conservatory, which is the oldest conservatory of dance and music in the United States, and it's a division of Johns Hopkins University.
I wonder who teaches.
It is a gentleman that has been teaching at the university for like different black history and things like this.
Yeah.
And so he has been kind of putting this idea down, and finally went to the heads of the university and they said they're down with it, and so they let him do it. And so they're actually accepting applications right now. You have to apply to get into this program, and it's on their website, and they have different audition requirements.
So what degree do they get? Like, do they get a bachelor's? Do they get
It's a single credit
certificate?
It's a degree program,
Okay.
and it's an undergraduate degree. So
then you can go apply to GM and say, well, I have a degree as a hip hop artist.
Can I get a
Basically,
job?
yeah.
Can I get a job?
it's a Bachelor of Music Hip Hop Performance Major
Okay.
Degree Program. It specializes in 4 areas. Can you guess which 4 areas?
Beat making.
Beat making.
Beatbox,
DJ.
beatbox
Beatboxing?
performance.
Beatbox.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh,
See?
okay.
See, I could get in no problem.
And
There
then
you go,
what?
Jen.
Turntable performance.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Rap.
Okay.
And then hip hop production.
Wow.
So those are the 4 areas.
Interesting.
Well, I
Yeah.
got the production in.
Ooh,
So,
we
yeah.
should interview somebody that goes into that program.
Yeah,
It would be
Very
cool.
is. Yeah.
I mean,
it'd
they're
be
not
interesting.
the hip hop degree. That's completely new. That's on them. But also,
Yeah.
I mean, we've got Beyonce that's creating different courses at other universities as well. So the
Oh.
mainstream music is really getting into education, which I think
Yeah.
is kind of good because
Yeah.
Well,
that's what the kids are listening to.
Exactly. And you know what's cool about that is it's not just one thing, one way for music. Like
Right.
you can go
Correct.
if you don't want to perform and you don't want to write, you can produce. You can.
Right.
There's so many
Yeah.
different
Mhm.
avenues, which is
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
like.
Right.
And actually, we're going to learn about that today with a husband and wife couple that we
Oh,
have, and
yeah,
they're
we
here.
do.
So we'll go to a short commercial break.
Yeah.
Another way to
And,
get
Okay.
money from people.
We need
No
a commercial
way.
break.
And we'll do our short commercial break, and then we'll introduce our guest, and we'll talk about another avenue that music can
Let's do it.
Let's
be
do
spread.
it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
do it.
You've turned into Roadwork Records, the podcast, your go-to for the latest and greatest in entertainment news worldwide. Got something to promote? Your business? Your book? Your music? Or anything else? Let us handle the hype. Hit us up for custom pricing, and we'll do the talking while you keep it gritty. Stay locked in. Roadwork Records and the Roadwork Records podcast.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, so Karianne was at your show.
Oh, she was at the show.
Yep, she was
Oh,
here.
good.
Yep,
Man.
dancing in the
Oh,
front.
you bought the book?
Oh,
Oh,
It
Yeah.
does
nice.
make you boogie. Yeah.
Karianne, you
sorry.
bring the book.
You've turned into Roadwork Records, the podcast, your go-to for the latest and greatest in entertainment news worldwide. Got something to promote? Your business, your book, your music, or anything else? Let us handle the hype. Hit us up for custom pricing, and we'll do the talking while you keep it gritty. Stay locked in. Roadwork Records and the Roadwork Records podcast.
Whoa. We
Roadwork
have
Records.
some really cool musicians.
It's the book.
And,
Yeah.
The
yeah,
book.
and just so you know, Karianne was at the show, your show on Sunday. Loved it. She went and bought the book.
Oh,
I want you to sign it
yes,
today.
I'll gladly do
Yeah.
it. Thanks,
Did you
Karianne.
see her up front dancing?
I think I did.
Yeah,
Now that I'm thinking
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
It blows my mind anybody that just sits there when you guys are
I
playing.
know.
No, we weren't sitting there. We
It
were
was
all
And
dancing.
then the
but-
lights. It's funny about the lights at Magic Bag. You cannot see in the audience.
Oh, you
I
can't?
Now,
always
when you
wondered
come up
that.
a little closer to the stage, then I can see you. Like
Oh,
when you-
really?
But you cannot see past a certain
Okay.
point.
Oh.
I didn't know if there were people in there or how they all.
Oh,
left
it was
or what.
full.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
full. Yeah.
It was-
Okay,
yeah.
good. Well,
great.
What's
I'm
up?
really excited about our interview right now. We have Detroit-based husband and wife duo Greater Alexander and Karianne Spens-Hanna blend their passion for art, music, and healing to create meaningful interconnection experiences. Greater Alexander is a singer-songwriter born in New York, raised in Greece, found his home in Greater Detroit, Michigan, creates indie world folk-inspired music by using natural reverb from around Detroit to color the music. And then we have Karianne, an artist, singer-songwriter, and art therapist, explores the bonds between humanity, nature, and life's chaos. Her intuitive, meditative art and music are rooted in her background of psychology, ecology, and art therapy. Together, they use their talents to uplift and connect singers, songwriters, and people from around the world using creativity and healing. Welcome to our podcast, guys.
Our very first official guest.
Yeah, and here's a
Yes.
really cool thing. So they have separate careers and
Okay.
separate passions and with music, but they have they do projects together as well. Today we get to hear a sneak peek of a song that they wrote together. But before we do that, we're going to talk about this acoustic guitar project that you guys started.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, it was just to be clear, I didn't start the project. I just became one of the curators
Okay.
for the project. So the project was started by Dave Adams. He was originally a Michigan native,
okay,
and he did a Kickstarter to raise funds to create like a pilot episode
okay,
where it scouts different songwriters and kind of how they, go along their day before creating a song.
so
And-
kind of explain how it works then.
So the progress is there's a guitar that was actually built for Michigan artists, and now the project is around over 50 cities. It's in Japan, it's
Really?
in Helsinki. Yeah, if you go to the acousticguitarproject.com,
Okay.
there's been some major artists that have done it in Europe.
Oh, how cool.
And so when they were trying to do the first project here, Dave chose Michigan, and he was scouting for artists. And so he asked them to submit. There was basically a Metro Times article that I saw,
Okay.
and the Metro Times article just showed this guitar sitting in the middle of like a empty train station. And I'm like, what is this?
Okay.
And
It's gonna play itself.
and yeah, exactly. So I flipped the article and read that he was looking for 12 artists to get the first concert, and so I was amongst one of the 12, 13 picked. Audra Kubad, who's a local songstress in the area, she was also picked. Emily Rose,
Okay. Yep.
some really beautiful talent that's in the in city that really resonated with the guitar. And so when I received the guitar, I wrote a song called The Symphony of the City, which kind of explains the desolation, but the phoenix rising mentality,
Oh, wow.
and how people from the outside, how they view the city.
Mhm.
But I was basically just trying to invite the city to say, like, what's going on, like, sing through me, you know.
Oh, wow.
So you go out. So I was going along the Riverwalk, asking, like, what song, what lyrics want to be written. And I wrote the song on a bench along the Riverwalk. It came together.
Wow.
And so yeah, now after that was written out and we performed it, Dave was asking curators or people to come up that were songwriters to see if they wanted to continue the project. And I just said, hey, I'd love to continue.
What made you want to continue the project?
It's just knowing that I'm a very goal-oriented person. So if I have like a timeline, I know that something like if my body is like really connected to trying to get something done, and I know it has to be finished by a certain time, then something, you know, I don't know, my mitochondria speaks up and says, get to work.
Is it like a challenge to yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
And I also just have seen throughout now we've had over 50 artists have signed this guitar and performed and recorded with it. And so that's the whole process of watching these artists kind of unfold.
So let me ask you something. I don't mean to interrupt, but so how does somebody get involved right now with it? And like when you say they sign the guitar, do they sign it after they write the song?
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
That's exactly it. I give them full access to the guitar. They come pick it up from the Greater Impact House where we have this project going. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they have it for a week or however long they can have it. And I usually just designate an application. I just put it out there. And every year, just around September, October is when I just put an application out. I send them the site and say, hey, if you know a singer-songwriter that hasn't written a song with this guitar yet, have them apply.
Okay.
And then usually within the first 2-3 days, 5 slots is all I ask for. It's a lot to like maintain. To get imagine getting every single artist, and on top of that being 5 artists, and having them come to the house, having them show how the whole process of recording works and how we actually do it. And so it's just a lot of
that's a lot.
So do the 5 artists,
a lot of production.
Do the 5 artists collaborate on a
No,
song, or
each one does an individual song?
And then is there criteria on like what the song, how long it has to be, what kind of genre?
No.
Okay.
It's more so just what do you feel you can do within yourself? It's an internal project here. So we're just giving a tool, right?
Okay.
What is the instrument? It's a tool for creation. So that's all it is. And there were instrumentals that have been done through it. So you don't even have to sing lyrics. It's just more so the only thing is to use the guitar and record something with it. And then you have a piece and you created all these steps to achieve a goal. And that was the goal. Just create something.
Okay. And is there a timeline?
You get a week.
Oh, so you have 1 week to write a song or come up with something.
Exactly.
And then they send it back to you, the piece?
They come back to me.
Okay.
I have the recording. I upload it. There was
like
some
field recording that they recorded into.
It's an old Zoom recorder.
Okay.
So basically everybody's using the same. I guess it's now an ancient H4n old Zoom recorder. Who knows? We might upload it and make a new one, but it's working. 2 AA batteries.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
And a little micro SD card, and then I just transfer it over.
And then you upload it,
and then it gets mastered on, and then it gets put onto the site publicly.
Okay.
And so the song, and then the artists can choose to create a video talking about why they created the song, what led them to create it. And this year we've had a new singer-songwriter, Henry Marcano, that he was the second person that got the guitar. He's just started to do open mics and just unfold. And I just, send it out, and he applied, and I was like, come
Do
on.
you research them before you decide who's going to get the guitar? Because what if
I go to open mics as well.
Oh,
So
you
like
do?
I found some this year. I
Okay.
found some at the Ghost Light, and I'd come up to them.
Okay.
Believe it or not, a lot of artists that I approach are like, they become deflective because they feel like they can't do the task.
Really?
Yeah, they're like,
I
I can't
already
write a
had,
song in a
yeah,
week.
I
Yeah.
I found some
Mhm.
great songwriters. You know, you find, I know it's a good challenge, right? But it's
T,
it's
you could do it, right? T.
so, you know, well,
Mhm.
next year,
He's like, I could write a song today.
next year, T.
Hands down, I'm
He's a
ready.
pro. Yeah.
Maybe we should start the bass acoustic guitar project.
There you go. I like that.
But then we got to flip the strings, right? Because it's left-handed.
You know
Right,
what?
right.
No, here's the super secret is that I'm right-handed.
Oh,
Ah.
I
but
just
upside.
flipped the guitar
Mhm.
upside down.
I see.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
I didn't realize when my idol Jimi
Jimi
Hendrix
Hendrix, yeah.
had it upside down,
Mhm.
and I thought that's the way it was supposed to be before I ended up getting jumped by my dad.
Yeah.
But
Chapter
but
one.
later I realized Jimi Hendrix changed his strings over. And I'm like, oh, I could have played right-handed.
Yeah.
So,
So-
so you upload it,
Mhm.
and then does the community ever come together? Like,
Yeah.
you ever get the songwriters together?
Well, that's the whole thing is
Okay.
they perform it live within the month that they receive. So I put the application out like September, October. And we have the concert coming up November 23rd, which is
Next Saturday?
next Saturday. It's
Okay.
also Suicide Awareness Day.
Oh,
If anybody
wow.
knows that.
Where's the
Oh, I got
concert
the
at?
perfect
The
song.
Greater Impact House.
And is that open to the public?
Mhm.
That is open to the
Yep.
public.
So-
You can go to
Okay.
greaterimpacthouse.com/TAGP.
Okay, we'll put that link up too.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay, and so they buy tickets? What do
It's
you-
limited. It's just donation based.
Okay.
The ticket is free. If you want to donate, it goes to the house.
Okay.
We have a big project, 3 stories to build.
Yeah, tell us about that real quick. But before we do that, let's finish up with this this part of it. So next week they perform. Just one person performs, or
5
everybody?
people.
Five
artists.
people,
Yeah.
different songs, different music, and
Mhm.
they've all signed the guitar.
Mhm.
And so the guitar just keeps going. How many signatures can fit on that
I
guitar?
know.
As many
it's
as-
starting-
I
it's
mean,
full.
We
Yeah.
ask
Yes.
people to sign small. Yeah.
Okay. Will you
But-
get a new guitar?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who built the guitar?
He's a luthier out of Maryland. He goes by Minor Bird Guitars. He actually ended up building me a guitar
Oh, wow.
as a gesture of the power of the song that he heard.
Oh, really?
And
Cool.
very grateful. And then I recently, I did a Kickstarter, and I asked him if I could offer that as a reward for somebody.
Oh, wow.
And somebody actually bought it. And yeah, for the release of my next album. So
Mhm.
So this is kind of like a community that's around the world, actually.
yeah,
Like
it's not
of
it's not
songwriters.
not just Detroit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Mhm.
cool. That's
Yeah,
so
it's good.
cool. What a way to bring people together.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds really cool. I might come to that. What time is that?
Starts at 7 sharp.
Okay. 7.
We'll live stream it too. So
Oh, you will?
Where
Yeah.
is it at?
Okay.
it's at Hogarth Street, right off Dexter,
Oh.
Grand River, Grand Boulevard.
Oh,
Greater
Grand
Impact
Boulevard,
House.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
West
so it's
side.
called the Greater Impact House. And tell us about that.
Greater. Do you want to talk about it,
Sure,
Karen? I've
yeah.
spoken in a lot.
So Greater Impact House is a passion project between the two of us. It's an artist residency that pairs art making and creativity, but with wellness. So people can come and stay for anywhere between a week to 6 months or even up to a year. We're still in like renovation stage, so we haven't actually housed an artist yet, but we're hosting events through the process of bringing this house back to life. But it's a sober artist residency, so we ask that, you know, people that participate, no use of drugs, alcohol, tobacco, gaming, gambling. So it's like you're taking away the vices to put like your foot forward to support everyone else that's there,
Wow.
which I don't know if exists in Detroit. So we're kind of, and it's funny because we've done residencies before and that wasn't an element that was part of it. And both were like, what do we do to kind of help hold space for each other? Because I'm a therapist
Mhm.
and always want to keep people feeling safe. And we're like, well, what if we just eliminate that one thing? And it's really interesting, the feedback we've gotten back from that. But it's been really awesome. Yeah.
That is awesome,
Yes.
especially because there aren't too many places, I would think.
No.
I mean, the vice is it's hard for them because if you're trying to quit,
Mhm.
drugs or alcohol,
Yeah.
but you're in venues and you're
Right.
there for hours and you're
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we realize too, it's like you don't have to be a completely sober human to be part of it.
Mhm.
It's just that like you recognize that this is a overarching, understanding that
Yeah.
everyone that's there is just not using. And then people that are in recovery can come. So what
Wow.
happens is the people that, try actively not to use, they go to these places and they have to leave because they're like, it's smelly or, there's alcohol and some people
Triggers.
can't just have one drink and be okay.
Right.
So I work in substance use disorder. I'm an art therapist. So it's very much part of my world. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I won't quit.
Mhm.
What?
You want to quit, you said?
I'm not quitting.
Oh,
nothing.
you're
Not quitting
Yeah.
music.
Oh,
He is
not
not
quitting
I'm not
music.
quitting everything.
He's not quitting
That's
anything.
what I meant.
Yeah.
Not quitting anything.
I ain't quitting
Correct.
nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting reading your book because I was like, oh, you get it.
Uh-oh.
Like you've seen people go through those ups and
Yeah.
downs
Oh my
of like
God.
addiction
It's
and
crazy.
yeah.
Band members,
Real
toxic
crazy.
environments.
Yeah.
Right.
Real crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it's such a hard profession. I mean, not being a musician and watching people close to me and
Yeah.
working with UT, but watching my kids too. It's
Mhm.
like, why would anyone pick that?
Yeah.
It's so difficult. I mean, I get that it's beautiful, and I would imagine that those moments that you do have, where the crowd just you feed off all that's got to be the thing that is keeping you going, or you come out with a beautiful song. But
Yeah.
to just it's so difficult, and it's such a lonely road, I think.
Yeah.
You
It can be lonely. And, when it's lonely, sometimes it's when you do your best.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because sometimes just the people around you just really throwing your vibe off. You don't even know it.
Yeah.
You get that self
Until you
love
by
when you're
yourself.
lonely.
When you're by yourself,
Yeah.
you're like, man, fuck this.
Totally.
You realize your worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But
you
I
have
think
to.
that's what I love. Like we were talking before they came in today about all the different things you can do in the music business. It's not just trying to be a famous artist. That it isn't the only thing out
Right.
there. And
Right.
I think the stuff you guys are doing is just incredible because, artists that really do want to pursue that for a living and it's a lonely road, and to have this kind of community that is
Right.
safe and supportive and encouraging, you've got to belong to something. You have to feel like you
Exactly.
belong to something. So
Yeah.
you
Right.
guys are creating a space where it's like-minded people, So
Yeah.
I commend you guys for that. That's
Thank
just
you.
awesome.
That's cool. So
So
It's beautiful.
The song that's written, it has to be a new, unique song. It can't be something that was already.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something that you're just pulling from the air.
Because they want you to do it in
Yeah.
a week. So it's
Yeah.
really about
Pull from
like-
the air, from the instrument.
Plus,
and
the
use your
instrument is going to give you some
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
you-
vibe.
but use your internals.
Especially when you see
Get in
all the
touch with
like
your
the
insides.
signatures
understand.
there, and that's
Yeah.
inspiring too. Is like
Yeah,
holding
yeah,
a guitar,
yeah. Mhm.
all these other people have written songs with.
Yeah, because I'm like, now I'm coming in, fellas.
I'll get it done in a day.
I
Right.
know,
See,
right?
T, this is not a competition here.
It's
Yeah,
always
he's
a
gonna come-
competition.
He's gonna come in and
I mean, the
it.
competition
You could do
side
it
of
in a
things
day.
is, that's a nice sport, if you want to view it as like a sport, but
I can't do the other sport.
but it's in many ways, it's like,
Can't bowl anymore.
Oh.
you can't bowl.
And that was I could either been a pro bass player or a pro bowler. That's
Your
all.
mom-
I
your
know
mom's
that.
a bowler.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
but really you're competing with yourself here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
But that's the whole deal too. Compete with yourself
Yeah, you
in the
compete.
name of the, in the
Push
name of
yourself.
what are you doing? Like,
Push yourself to
Well,
do
you also
better.
you can use your fingers, more of your fingers than just three of them.
yeah, no shit.
No, but I think too, probably if you have a guitar like that has all these signatures on it, that has to, it must feel
Some
good.
ghostly
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah,
You're gonna get a little
exactly.
ghostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
pick
it's,
it up.
I'm a part of this.
inspiration.
Yeah, you pick it up, all of a sudden your hair just
You
tingle
get that
a little bit.
vibration.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I
Mhm.
see you guys.
Totally.
That's so cool.
And I think
Yeah,
what
it's very
happens
true.
too is like that week, whatever's going on for that person in that week, it's just becomes a record of their life.
Oh wow.
Like, so it's really interesting. You mentioned Henry.
Mhm.
He had a baby, his first baby, literally right before he got the guitar. I'm like, what a beautiful time to write a
Right.
song that maybe you wouldn't have prioritized
Mhm.
Right.
for that. When I got the guitar in 2017, I was in the process of moving. So I wrote the guitar in an empty apartment. And I'm like, I will always remember
Wow.
that feeling, because it was like such a pivotal point in my life.
Some ghostly shit going on.
That's really,
Yes.
really
Yeah.
cool.
So I think that's like a common thread that I've ended up hearing is people get the guitar, and it just, because you have to write it in a limited amount of time, you're just literally pulling from whatever experience you're in.
Gosh, that would be a
Yeah.
great coffee table book.
Yeah. Oh
With
yeah.
all those stories.
Yeah, that'd be
Totally.
crazy.
We should put you in contact with Dave.
Dave,
That'd
yeah.
be crazy.
He came
That'd be
Dave
really-
came last year. He lives in New York, but usually he
Mhm.
comes out to Michigan around Thanksgiving time. I'm not sure if he'll make it this year, but I can reach out to him.
Mhm.
That's
Maybe the 23rd
really
might be a more
cool.
serendipitous
Mhm.
connection for you.
So when you watch the performances, then you kind of are hearing the story of, okay, this is must be what they were going through
Yeah.
that week, right?
Yeah.
Are they pretty vulnerable?
Oh, so like we had last year, we were able to host our first artist in a wheelchair, and we had just gotten a grant for the house to put a ramp up.
Mhm.
So that was really emotional for me, getting to watch an artist come into the house.
That needed the ramp. too.
Yes, that needed the ramp. And then
Wow.
so she wrote a song about, going through the world as a quote unquote handicapped person.
Oh wow.
And so it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, congratulations.
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so how do people follow you guys? How do they connect with you? How do they get involved?
With the house or just
Both.
okay, so I go by Greater Alexander.
Mhm.
So greateralexander.com. Just
Okay.
that simple.
And we'll have all those links up when we
Yeah.
put this up.
And
Social media.
the house is
address, too.
Greater Impact House.
Yep.
Okay. And with the house, and is that a nonprofit, or is that where
It's
you guys are
fiscally
working
sponsored.
towards?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we are fiscally sponsored with a nonprofit, which means that I submit all the paperwork to them, but they're it's Fractured Atlas, based out of New York.
Okay.
And you can submit a project to become fiscally sponsored. So if people want to donate, they can get kickback.
Yeah, so we can
tax
use our
write-off.
501c3 status, but we
Okay.
don't have to have the board or any of that. We
Okay,
can just
so
do the
They're-
work.
but
they're
I
our
guess
board.
I was just asking for people listening if they want to help out. This is a
Yeah.
great thing to
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Do
can
they
donate
get a
to the
tax
house.
write-off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And okay, perfect.
yep,
That's awesome. So we get a sneak peek today.
Yeah.
To hear a song.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. We're
Okay,
gonna have
so
you.
What song are we gonna do?
Well,
'Cause-
the keyboard is so the song that Alexander wrote with my prompt about us turning older is on keyboard, but we're gonna do a song on guitar. So
Okay.
but which
he's gonna
one?
play. Let's do Any Way Out of It, and then I'll
Okay.
sing it with you because I think that's pretty pertinent too.
What do you guys want to hear? Do you want to hear a song off my debut album that got me, or did you want me to do the song from the Acoustic Guitar Project, since we've been talking about that?
Whatever you guys want.
Yeah,
What are
whatever.
you feeling? Yeah.
It's up to
I mean,
you.
I
What
have
is the
We just wanna
universe
Which
telling
one-
you?
what
Whatever one has both of y'all in it.
both of us?
Yeah.
None of them.
No, no.
no?
None of
For
them
real?
on guitar. Yeah.
Oh.
It's on piano, but we didn't know that we could couldn't bring a piano here because I've been trying to do my chops on piano. You think about the
I
idea.
always
Like,
wish I played piano.
see,
I used to play piano.
we talk about traumatization. I was
Torture.
traumatized as a child as well. Like you turned your bass left upside down and played it like that. I was taught by a virtuoso pianist, but I didn't have a piano to come home to. So I had a little Casio keyboard. He didn't know I was practicing on that. And so when I'd go home, when I'd try to practice the songs he's teaching me on a full-size piano, and I come back and my finger positions were all wrong, he'd scold me.
Yeah.
And after the third lesson, I was like, I don't want to play piano anymore.
All right.
And then it wasn't
You
until,
could quit.
yeah, I quit. And then I didn't find it again until I was in college, because you have to take piano lessons to pass and get a college degree.
Yeah.
So did he know that that's
No,
what you were
I never told him
practicing?
that. I never told him that.
Really?
No.
Mm.
And it was just too much of
Mhm.
it was emotional scarring.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I've gone through it.
Mm-hmm.
I've pushed through it.
That's what give you It just gives you your stripes and becoming a.
Get my stripes.
Yeah.
Stripes, yeah. Or
It's
you
the
know,
stripes you get.
Taking the
or
musical
my
licks.
my mane just gets longer, right? My beard,
Where'd they come from?
my beard mane.
So what are we going to hear today, guys?
Anyway, out of it. Let's do that.
She'll sing alongside with me. Okay.
That's what fell on the little camera. We gotta make sure y'all.
Do you guys perform together?
Do you have a plug-in? We've performed.
I'm just gonna mic it. Yeah.
Oh.
Plug in these brothers.
We do perform.
You want to
together,
roll
yeah.
in a little
You do.
Mm-hmm. We're starting.
You want
we
to
have,
roll in a
like-
little bit. And,
Oh, okay.
right.
Because I know you both work on music separately
Yeah.
as well.
Sure.
Like we have our own
We might have to get
practices, and then
Right.
yeah.
Do we need to hit 2 songs?
Sure. So Karianne on guitar.
That would be great.
Sure.
We could do that. We could do that.
One of each.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to?
You're the boss, T.
One of each.
One of each.
Nobody likes a untuned guitar. Exactly.
Except Dr. Dre.
Well, I get that. He's got computers around it.
Before the computers.
Just didn't like to tune them, huh?
He just heard a hell of a part. I
Oh.
took my bass out and just tried to do. He had a beat one. I said, "Oh, that sounds good." I started playing something. He said, "That's it." I was like, "Let me tune up right quick."
Mm.
No, that's it. Don't tune up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Trey,
funny.
I'm a pro, man.
Microtones.
I can't play it. Yeah.
Turn
Yeah.
up and you fired. I was like, "Fuck this." That's this whole out-of-tune bass. You got it. Okay.
It's all about the frequencies, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gin and juice.
You know it.
All right. So what am I doing? Performing Anyway Out of It.
Yeah.
This is the first song off my debut album, Positive Love. How do we know what will happen next? Confusion builds up as we start to press. And you don't see any way out of it. You don't see any way out of it. You don't see any way out of it. Ooh. Ooh. You fill your head with judgment and doubt. Who doesn't? Wooden fences to block it out. And when you're picked and torn apart, always remember you're a kid at heart. And you don't see any way out of it. You don't see any way out of it. You don't see any way out of it. Ooh. Ooh. The look in your eye shows me that you care. But truth holds doubt when you're not there. And keeping your thoughts all kept locked up inside locked inside. What are you really trying to hide? Trying to hide. You don't see any way out of it. You don't see any way out of it. You don't see any way out of it. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
Yay.
Yeah. Woo!
Yay.
Tell us
Two
about the
songs.
album.
The Positive Love album.
Mhm.
That was an album that I have. So I suffer with analysis paralysis. I'm not sure. It was very hard for me. I had 30 songs that I just kept. I was trying to figure out licensing and licensing music because I knew that was an avenue that you could become really lucrative, and it still is. And so I was learning all about that, and I was writing these demo songs, and I was just kind of sitting and trying to pitch them to publishing libraries and stuff, and they were half mixed. And lo and behold, this guy that I met at a Halloween party, I really resonated with his now wife, and we had this chat and this conversation, and then he started talking to me at this Halloween party and really liked me and wanted to take a picture with me. And his now wife, Cole, was like, that's unheard of. He never takes pictures with anybody. So he took a picture with me. Years pass. I'm still writing these songs, and I found myself working at a coffee shop, Commonwealth Cafe in Birmingham. And he walks in, and we recognized each other, but we didn't know what was going on. And so he just looks at me and he's like, I know you from somewhere. I'm like, I know you from somewhere. I can't recall right now. And then 3 weeks later, he comes in with the picture and shows it to me.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like, okay.
Really?
So that struck up a deeper
Were you
conversation.
guys in costume too? You were
Yeah, we were in
dressed as-
costume. I was
Okay.
dressed as I don't know, some Nickelodeon show. I had this gold helmet on, and he dressed kind of like me, bearded. He's not a bearded guy, and he like a old Abe Lincoln, no mustache,
Okay.
but all fake beard. And I still don't know what that costume was. But yeah, so we struck up a conversation. He told me he was in a band. We were both talking about music. He was in a band called Dog and Panther, which has released some pretty notable work. And yeah, he just asked me if I, was doing music. And at the time I was trying to figure out viral algorithms with covers.
Okay.
And some of my covers got a lot, 30,000, 40,000 hits.
Wow.
It was, I really resonate with my falsetto, and I know Bon Iver was an artist that was really coming up on the rise, Justin Vernon. And so I was just doing his covers, learning, waiting for the song to release, and then learning it within 24 hours, and then releasing my own version of it.
Okay.
And he listened to those, and he asked me if I had originals, and he came over one day and just started listening to all those 30 demos, and was just getting more upset with me as he was listening. And I'm like, what's the problem? Are they that bad? And he said, no, these are pretty much half finished. You just need just some additional things. And so basically I sent those 30 songs to a bunch of notable friends and just said, look, this is my vulnerable side, please listen and just tell me which songs you feel you resonate with the most. And that was Positive Love. So Anyway Out of It was the most chosen song, so I started with that one and then layered it with my vocals and harmonies, and yeah,
I had about 12.
That's
flashbacks.
awesome.
12 flashbacks talking.
Yeah, while
Yeah.
Nice.
music was going.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Oh,
You
how
know
it
what I mean?
like the
The
stuff
gummies
that
are working, huh? No.
the stuff you relate
I'm working.
lyrics you related to.
But right.
Okay.
In other words, it was the background to
Yeah.
me being able to flash around in my head. There are situations.
Yeah.
You're off mic.
And it made a good
Oh.
background.
That's or give them Gales. Take Gales for a minute.
Take that.
Take
Okay.
Gales.
Yeah, take that mic.
Yeah, I didn't know. I
Okay.
wasn't thinking. But
Somebody who just steals your mic, right?
I was able to really go through about 12 different mini episodes in my head.
Yeah.
With that being the music bed. So that would be something I would love to have.
Yeah,
A song
absolutely.
like that, or go to hear somebody play, or to even play behind. So yeah, I really like the song. So just to let you know that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that song got for some reason Japan resonated with my music a lot, and they re-released my whole album over there, and I got very popular over there first before I got popular here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Still,
That's
what's
great.
popular anyway?
Yeah, nothing. You just keep
doing your thing.
Going. Well,
But it was nice to know.
100 times.
Yeah.
that was beautiful.
Yeah, but the song is great, man.
That
Thank
was
you.
Beautiful.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
I like
All right,
that.
Karianne, do we hear from you now?
Sure.
All right.
Thanks, guys, for letting me play.
Well,
I didn't really practice
Thanks for
anything,
playing.
But yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Let's see. Maybe I'll play. Maybe capo this a little bit.
And your music, people can find it on Spotify for both of you,
Yeah.
all over, right?
Yeah, Spotify.
Okay.
I've been using my Instagram a lot to
Okay.
post just me like working through some songs.
What's the
So,
Instagram?
Karianne_music. You're a musician, sorry.
Okay.
Smoke signals, won't you liberate me? I've been waiting to find something to set me free. Smoke signals, won't you send it home? A message to the ones I love. You are not alone. Somewhere along the line, we got it all twisted, confused in what was mine. The lines were crossed and burned, branded as damage to you. You don't need more pain and hurt, something you gotta get through. You gotta get through. Yeah. You gotta get through. Yeah. So I packed my bags and I fled as far as I could. And I couldn't back down, forgive, forget, maybe I should. For now I'm gone, searching for solitude, giving and finding peace while my demons for you. While my demons for you. Yeah, hey. While my demons for you. Yeah, hey. Smoke signals, won't you liberate me? I've been waiting to find something to set me free. Smoke signals, won't you send it home? A message to the ones I love. You're not alone.
Whoa.
Yeah, really
Wow.
Thank you.
When my
Thanks.
demons
You sound
feud.
good.
Oh, I love that line.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really
know,
nice.
What's the name of that song?
Smoke signals.
Smoke Signals.
Yep.
And is that on a EP, an album, or is it?
Not yet. We have it recorded.
Oh,
We're
his
just kinda,
so that's not
tinkering.
released?
It's not released yet.
Okay.
sure.
Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh,
Little
preview.
sneaky peek there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
Love it.
You heard it here first.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, right.
We're releasing it.
Yes, we could.
So what else do you guys have coming up in terms of music together that you're planning on releasing?
Well, Alexander just did a really cool project with JK Not Kidding Studios where they live streamed the production process of an
Okay.
album.
Okay.
So that's going to come out probably in the spring. And we did the song that we wrote together on that. So that was fun.
Tell us about that.
So Alexander, I really love the artist Gregory Alan Isikoff, and I was like, let's do a cover and we'll like walk through the house, because it's the song that I was thinking starts out talking about this old house, and the Greater Impact house is from 1911. It's got a lot of like ghosts
Wow.
and stories. So he's like, yeah, we can do that, but I'd rather just write a song because I'm a songwriter. We're songwriters. So I was like, yeah, you're right. So he was dropping me off to go visit our mutual friend, Cassie. We were going to go to Henry Ford Museum to tour it with this old couple that they're like in their 80s and they're just lovely. And so I think that was in Alexander's head. And I told him before I got out of the car, I was like, well, I have a song idea that I haven't done anything with, but I love that I've gotten to watch your beard turn gray. Like we met when you had all dark hair, and then there's just this little swatch, and then now you're all gray. And I love that I got to see that transition with you, and be that part of your chapter.
Yeah.
So I left him with that, and then he wrote a song, and then now
Oh,
we did it
really?
together. Yeah.
I did get to hear a sneak peek of that song, and it's beautiful. And what's the name of it? And when do you think that'll come out?
Turning Older.
You can listen to it.
Yeah.
The very first time I had the chance to record it live. So I created the song. It was within the day of getting this recording live session at the Ashram studio by Scott Loudon.
Okay.
He's the one that's a part owner of 20 Front Street. He was showcasing just local artists, and he's inviting them over to the recording studio and just doing live takes.
That's a cool place.
It's
too.
It is
beautiful,
it resonates really beautifully with me. And they had this, the Yamaha piano, and I've been writing more songs on the piano lately. So I just played them for him, and he's like, no, that's the one we're going to do. And I'm like, well, let's see if we can get Carrie on. So I have
brand new. I just heard the song like the day before.
So is it?
And the lyrics have kind
Yeah.
of shifted since then, but just the inception of it, it's nice that I had the opportunity to capture it as it unfolded. So
how cool.
So you can
that's
listen
on
to
YouTube. Yeah.
So that's on YouTube,
yeah.
so you can watch it.
Yeah.
What do people go to
just
watch
look
it?
up Turning Older, Greater Alexander.
On YouTube.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's the name of the song.
Great. All right.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you. Really good.
Thank you
One
for
more
Appreciate
time, the
being here.
23rd
November 23rd.
Third.
Yep.
is the
Acoustic
open to the
Guitar
public.
Project. Yep.
Yep.
Just go to the greaterimpacthouse.com/TAGP. the
Okay.
Acoustic
And
Guitar
if
Project.
you're an artist and you're interested in getting involved, they just connect with you on social media and see how they can
Exactly.
write a song. Thank you so
Cool.
much.
Thank you.
I think we do have a minute here that we're going to do our drop the mic question for you guys.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to Carrie Ann. I'll just have you pick one question, and you will each answer it. They're just random fun questions to get to know you.
I like how it's just like in a plastic.
Because we're not quite.
I'll get a proper
It's like
vessel.
a fortune cookie with a question.
You know?
Exactly.
I'll get a proper
Exactly.
vessel
Maybe
for
you should
next
get, like,
time.
Yeah, just get
I've got
fortune
more, too.
cookies. Just get some fortune cookies made with them.
Well,
You know, shit.
I have a
With
bowl.
questions in there.
I
Yeah,
can
don't
punch out
worry.
a cookie right now.
You said you could use a
Okay.
fortune
Yeah, I
cookie.
can
This
punch
is
on
a-
one right now.
Oh.
I know, that
T.
sounds
T
good.
got
Lots
the
of
T got the
fortune.
munchies.
Oh, the
Yeah.
gummies.
T got the munchies.
All right, what's your
Yeah.
drop the mic question?
Well, mine's funny.
Drop the
Okay,
It's
mic.
number 18.
Okay.
For his birthday, so that
Oh.
makes sense.
There we go.
What's your go-to karaoke song? And I actually don't like singing karaoke at all, and I don't have one because
Mm.
Don't have one at
no,
all.
if I don't
Okay.
have my guitar,
You
I
have to
feel
always
very
choose
like
something. Yeah.
Okay.
out of control with the song, and I'm like, nope.
Okay.
So I don't sing karaoke.
Well, what
All
would
right.
you pick if you had to pick a song to
Uh,
sing?
Well, and I have tried to sing this in karaoke, and it didn't go well. But "Come Together,"
Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
love that
Together.
song. Yes, and so
The
when that
Beatles.
played, I
Yeah.
was like all about it.
Okay.
There we go.
What about you, Grace?
A Bill Withers tune.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything in particular, or
That,
just
I know.
the
I
Grandma's
know.
Hands.
Right?
Grandma's Hands is
Yeah.
the
I
best.
think Grandma's
Alright.
Hands over that one.
like
I know
that.
that. Yeah, Ain't No Sunshine. I tried Ain't No Sunshine.
Everybody's done that.
Everybody's done that. I was like, no, I want to do the alternate, the one that people forget
The
about.
B side. Yep.
Well, Grandma's Hands got like it got it got it also got taken into like that one song, No Diggity.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like the way you
right,
work
yeah.
it. Yo diggity.
that was from
Yeah.
Grandma's Hands. So
Mm.
No Diggity
Bill
like the
Withers
way.
gets used a lot.
Yeah, Bill Withers got
Bill Withers.
Grandma's Hands got used in
Mhm.
liking the way he works.
It was dope.
Grandma's
Mhm.
Hands.
Did he do
Yeah.
Lean On Me too?
Lean on me.
Sing
Yeah.
it, Gail.
Oh no, that'd be scary.
Karaoke.
That'd be stare on me.
Scare
You can play it on your flute though. That'd be lovely.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you
I'll
so
take the
much.
question back.
All right.
All
That's a
right.
good one.
I think we have
Alrighty.
All right, I didn't know we was gonna be that nosy. I'm sorry about that. But
Nosy.
yeah,
What?
we was.
You're surrounded by
Get
3
in their
women,
business.
4 women.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
come on,
well,
what you want to do?
It's gonna always be some. We gotta have.
You can
another
write some
segment.
questions, T. You can write some questions. we
No,
can add
don't
them to
have
the
it
board.
right
I never got a question.
Why?
You can,
Okay.
you can ask questions. Ask
I do have
vulnerable.
one question before we get out.
See?
Okay.
Mm.
I got a real hot live stream that goes once a month
Mhm.
on the 3rd Tuesday every month. We've been
Really?
doing
What's it called,
We've
At
been
T?
the
doing
Russell
it for 6
Industrial.
years.
What's it called?
It's
What's it
called
called?
Hyped
It's coming up this
live
week.
session.
Ooh, that sounds
Hyped up
cool.
live sessions next year would be nice if you guys like
We'd love to.
That would be
started in
awesome.
January. or
Yeah,
something.
you know,
Okay.
January is
Do
going to be episode 80.
Wow.
Oh,
Congratulations.
kinda
We get
significant.
up there.
Congratulations.
You know, people don't
Congratulations.
even stay together that long. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This is,
Right.
So
You
is
know,
this
bless
what we're
it.
doing? Are we
Wow.
booking them for January, T?
Yeah,
Is
we're
that
booking them for January.
Okay.
What?
all right?
You guys
Done.
good?
Boy.
We're good.
Good
It's
with
the
that?
third
Third
Tuesday. The
Do
third
you have
Tuesday
any
in
other
January.
musicians with you? You have other musicians?
I mean, I can try to get like a little trio or something.
Okay, if you do, I mean, you don't have to. However you come, we've had already. So
Hmm.
you know, but they
Or like I
so-
usually have like maybe I don't know how the environment is, but maybe I can make it even more intimate with some violin string players.
Oh,
Okay,
whoa.
yeah, that would
Oh,
be
that would be
super
I'll
dope.
ask.
We
I'll
have
ask,
the
we'll
space
see.
for it.
Yeah.
It's intimate.
So-
It's really intimate. You
It'll
like
be
it.
January 21st, and we
Okay.
go live at 8:00.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I'll
I
look, I'll look at
can-
the date. to
I can
see.
get you guys their contact.
And
Sure.
if
So
we
you
get there at
appreciate it.
7, we'll
Right.
feed you and shit too.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
we get the
will you
sound
be
check.
contacting? Is that how
Okay.
you? Who
Yeah,
contact? who
well,
confirms the booking?
I'll get their information,
Okay.
and then you guys can send me. I mean, I kind of have your bio already,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
just send me a set
Yeah.
list, and that way I can
Okay.
listen to what you
Fun.
guys are gonna do. And
Look at the
even
opportunities
know.
we're creating
I
here.
don't want to hear it. I just want to be surprised at night.
Sure, we can
Yeah.
surprise you.
Oh
That's
yeah.
gonna be good.
Yeah.
well, they're not gonna surprise me.
All right. Yeah, she always know. I'll tell you this one.
She can keep a
I don't
secret.
know. It's
Right
nice.
here is
Maybe
when they gonna
maybe
do
it'll
is take
be a
the
nice
splits.
double
Well,
surprise.
it's nice
There you go.
because I mean, when people do, some of the artists don't bother to get back to me, and their interviews tend to be a lot more vague
Right.
Mm.
instead of really
You want to
dealing
be able
with
to do your
yeah,
research.
like what they want,
Yeah.
what the information they want out
But she
there.
does the
Exactly.
interviewing on the show.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
there's quite a bit out there on me. I know for sure. Quite a
Yeah,
bit out
we
there.
Uh
We have
oh.
some
Sometimes
YouTube
I dig
videos.
deep if I have.
You can
enough
dig
time.
as deep as you want.
I
I mean,
We have found his OnlyFans page. No.
Right.
that'd be interesting.
That'd be a surprise
No,
to me.
that would be T Money.
That's
too
T's got like 3 or 4 of those.
Spelled
Gotcha, T.
wrong.
They're just
Oh.
upside
Spelled
down.
wrong. TEA money.
Spill the TEA money.
You know.
No, you know, artificial intelligence really does get the best of artists
Oh,
these days.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
Not
Well,
like the good old days.
why don't
Yeah, that's over. How much longer we got?
we got 10 minutes. You want to wrap up with the T Money
Ooh,
song?
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah, I
we
gotta
should.
hear
Should we dig into the vault?
Yeah, just let me
Yeah,
grab
play
one.
something raunchy.
So far, even
You know how I like that shit, T.
so far, even hit me with some good ones.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Yes.
You know I like to.
Just something.
Yeah.
Some
But that should have been playing last night for the fight.
Yeah.
That should have been the
I
fight
really-
song last
I really
night.
wanted it for the presidential race.
You would have wasted the song.
Wasted
Come on.
the damn
Don't use that for politics.
Yeah, you got it.
stay out of the politics.
Yeah, stay on.
Hey, but that's nice. That song still
Oh,
sounds
Carrie
good.
Ann, her
I gotta
book.
pee.
You got to sign
Oh
the
yeah, I
book.
gotta sign that book, man. They were great.
I'm still recording.
They were great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Record.
We're just chatting. We're fine.
It's okay.
Here,
Yeah.
we're going to sign the book for you.
I did not know. I did not know. I didn't know. Hi. Hi.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Easy peasy. Look. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
That's how
You
we
did
get
it.
it. We'll learn. We'll get ourselves together.
Oh, yeah.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
In a
Mhm.
minute.
Yeah,
It has
that's
been
true.
a minute.
Yeah, you're right.
It really
Wow.
has.
And
We're
this is.
getting back in the groove. Of it.
Mhm.
We're gonna
Mhm.
be the hottest show in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
We already are.
We are. Yeah. Come on, T. We have you.
We're the
Yeah.
show that's
I
so
know.
legit.
You
We're
and-
road work records
you
from
and-
Detroit with grit.
With grit.
And 3 hot women.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
We got to do that
Gale Dog.
Charlie's
We got
Angels
Gale
photo
Dog
shoot.
with us.
Single. We're getting ready to jump to single.
You're off the mic, T.
Yeah, man.
So,
See, he's busy he's doing his signature over here.
his autograph. Here's
Yeah.
your fancy
You gotta
Elton
get,
John
get the
glasses.
spelling of the name, you know?
So you guys see the fight last night?
Kind of.
Kind of.
I kind of saw it because Netflix kept crashing.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
we watched it.
It was
That was something else.
I watched
The
it this
girls
morning.
fighting. Oh, the cut she had in her eye.
See, I watched everything. That's where it started getting really bad, was during the chick fight. So this morning I just fast forwarded it to the
that was actually one of the best.
to the Jake Paul
I thought.
and Tyson. It was sad. It was sad.
What, Jake Paul and Tyson?
Yeah, I really wanted
Yeah.
Tyson to win. but
Yeah,
what are you
same
gonna do?
here.
You know,
Same here.
You know that he spent over $1 million on that outfit. Jake Paul did. It
Yeah, I
had
heard.
over 380 carats of diamonds and
He's
and
a
jewels.
character.
He really is.
He's
He's only 27.
I know.
I mean,
he looks older though, don't you think? Or no?
well, he's just. I think he's been through some
It
shit.
could be Mike Tyson's kid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mike. Mike Tyson
Yeah.
looked a little.
Well,
he looked
he's
58.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
He's
who
58.
would do that?
He's
Well,
still, you know.
Although I do have to say the way Jake Paul handled him, I thought was really classy, which I didn't expect.
Yeah, after all the
You know?
taunting
Yeah.
and all the other shit. Yeah, I was
There was
surprised.
respect, and
There
he showed
was.
that. So that was good.
So yeah.
But anyway, you
Yeah.
guys, it was great seeing you again this week.
Yeah.
And we'll be catching up again.
Yes, we will
We're
be.
almost booked up for about like 4 or 6 months.
I love
I
it.
already have a waiting list of people because we create opportunities
4 to
here.
6 months. Well, then I guess we're not going to have Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly on. 'Cause
Well,
she's
she's
going to be
gonna have
having
her-
her baby. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. When's her
Yeah.
baby due?
She is due in March.
Is
Yep.
she really?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
We could go to the hospital.
Do the show there.
we could. I mean,
No.
they're not engaged anymore, but they're having that
we-
baby.
We're gonna have Snoop Dogg on in merch, so
There we
sorry,
go.
Sorry, Megan.
She's
Yeah,
put
I
that
mean,
into the atmosphere.
You know,
I'm
I
putting
tried.
it in the tease atmosphere.
I tried to watch the Martha Stewart documentary,
Oh, I
and
wanna
I
watch
gotta
that.
tell you, it's she needs to liven it up just a little bit. It is interesting.
Oh, I heard
though.
it was good.
I mean,
No?
I started watching it, but it was kind of slow.
Was it a sleeper?
Oh, really?
It was. I mean, it's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Like she talks about how she was on her honeymoon and her husband wasn't with her, and she was like at some museum or some cathedral or something, and she saw some very handsome man, and like they shared a very intimate kiss, and then they both went about their business. And I was like, Martha's a little skeezy. Huh? Look at her.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
bye.
Bye,
I got
guys.
mad respect for her, but damn, Martha
Wow.
couldn't keep it in her pants to save her life. Yeah, she's a little hotey.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Or younger Martha?
Well, younger Martha. I mean,
Oh,
she
no
kissed
thanks.
she kissed a stranger on her honeymoon, and then she admitted to having an affair. But
Yeah.
I don't think she really categorizes it as an affair because she says that he never knew.
Who didn't know the guy she was
The
having?
husband.
Oh, the
Yeah,
husband?
her first husband.
Hmm.
Which may have been her
Wow.
only husband, but she said he never knew.
Mm.
So I don't think she was counting
He
it. but
knows now.
He knows now, and he said that he knew, but he was also having quite a few.
Wow.
Oh, they were slinging it around.
What a
Yeah,
waste of
few
time.
relationships outside of the marriage. So she felt justified in doing so, but
Mm.
there's 7 sides to every story,
Oh, yeah.
especially when it comes to
Mhm.
celebrities. And
Right.
so he's claiming no, she screwed around on him first, and that's why he stepped out and blah blah blah. So it's he said, she said.
How
But
long were they married?
I mean, I want to say they were married for close to 20 years.
Oh, wow.
They
really?
had a daughter together.
Okay.
But like I said, I had to stop watching.
Mm.
I'm gonna finish watching it, but it was rough.
It's not me.
Oh, it's not me.
Oh, that's your
Uh-oh.
fault.
Is the doctor on call?
Definitely not
It's
me.
not me. I turned mine
Uh-oh.
off.
Everybody looked at me.
Look.
Turn your
No.
phone off.
It's not me. It's
we
not
off
me.
anyway, right?
Yep.
Are we off?
Oh, we're done.
Doing this out.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not
Not
done.
quite. We
It's
got
only
another-
12:29.
We got another minute.
got-
It is only 12:29.
All right, guys. Any parting words, T, for our listeners?
I like to say, hang in there with us. We'll be bringing you the best of entertainment
That's right.
because that was like a very good treat of music today.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. And Jackie, you always know you be fine.
Hey, I deliver for you. T.
Yeah.
Come on.
And Tuesday, everybody's going to be tuning
That's
into
right.
Hyped Up Live Sessions
Yeah,
because
that's
we'll
gonna be
be
a
live
special.
streaming from the Russell.
Yeah.
And
how
we're
can
going to
they find
have,
it?
you can find it we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook,
Okay.
Yeah.
and we're going to have 3 guests that night. We're going to have Jessica Watson, we're going to have Casey the model, and we're going to wrap it up with Tay Prince. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a good
I
show.
heard it's gonna
That's
be really
8 p.m.
It's a
Okay.
good
8
show.
p.m.
Yep.
Eastern.
I like
We
it.
go live at 8 o'clock.
All
As
right.
long
There
as
you
they
go.
got their cords and their computers are charged and everybody's
No
good to
shit.
go.
And their
Right.
little
Yeah.
flash
if they-
drives and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
That they gotta have the flash.
You
drive.
gotta have it.
We might could help them with all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right.
yeah, that's gonna be a good show.
Yep, it's gonna be a great show. So make sure you tune in.
Great
Yep.
shoe.
So-
It's gonna be a really great show.
Yeah,
Right. Yep.
see how we turn into the people that you didn't know we were. So hang in there with us.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Come back next week.
We're professional.
Well, we off next week.
We're off next week.
We're
We're
off
off,
next week.
until
Yep.
December.
We'll be back in December. So,
We'll be back in December.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you guys.
so like,
I'll
subscribe,
see you on
and
Tuesday.
share our episode.
Or are you gonna miss our listeners?
Where can people find this episode? What's our page?
Our page
Right now.
is now, so it's called what I've got the app now on my phone.
Oh,
But I was having a hard time with it, to be perfectly honest with you. So it's StreamYard is where we go to get it, but I'm having a hard time getting in.
but if they can
so-
go to our Facebook page, we're
They-
posting everything.
Yes,
on
on
that.
Roadwork Records. If you go there on the Roadwork Records Facebook page,
Okay.
everything is posted on there. All the links, all of our guests that
Perfect.
we have had and coming up, and
Okay.
everything for our Hyped Up Live.
Oh,
We've got
yeah.
Music Mondays
Oh,
and Trivia
wonderful.
Tuesdays. So there's
Okay.
all sorts of
All
good
right.
stuff for
Okay.
people to get
I
into.
tell you, Jen
Thank
got the
you.
juice, man.
She does. Thank
I
you,
got
Jen.
the
Very
juice.
juicy.
I got
Mhm.
the juice. you
All right,
know?
guys.
Okay.
That's a wrap.
Well, I love you,
All right.
ladies.
From Detroit with
See you
grit.
later.
With
With
grit,
grit.
baby.
Go
Let's
Lions.
go,
Go Lions
Lions!
tomorrow.
Yeah, Buffalo.